You have no business dying until you have performed the duty for which you came. And ladies and gentlemen, hear me. Everything we earn, possess, and do in this life, outside us discovering and performing that duty, will mean nothing to eternity and will give us no mileage except what we did for God and the work of God, the ministry. Everything else will mean nothing in eternity. Please, make no mistakes. On that day, each one hearing the sound of my voice will account to God for what we did with the time and the energy and the resources and the skills given to us. It was not given just to make money and money or property. It was given to perform a duty. The will of God. The will of God. The counsel of God. Exodus chapter 9 verse 1.
Then the Lord said unto Moses, Go in unto Pharaoh and tell him, Thus saith the Lord God of the Hebrews, Let my people go, that they may serve me.
You see, 9 times from Exodus chapter 4 to Exodus chapter 10, God kept emphasizing on one thing over and over and over again, 9 times. And this was the one thing God emphasized on. He said, Go tell Pharaoh. Tell Pharaoh, I am. Tell Pharaoh, I want the unconditional discharge and release of my people for one thing, that they might serve me. I want them released to serve me. I want them delivered to serve me. I want them to be blessed to serve me. And when they are leaving the land, I want them to live with the entire wealth of the land of Egypt. I want them to have wealth, and I have a plan and a purpose for the wealth. I have a plan and a purpose for the blessing I'm giving to them. Ladies and gentlemen, let us not forget that God has a plan. He has a plan and a purpose for the favor given to you. Joseph was favored. Anything you have in this life for your personal benefit and not for the benefit of others is corruption. Because God never intended to give you and I anything for our personal gain. It's always for the benefit of others. And that's why Joseph told his brothers when they came and they realized that, hey, this was Joseph, our brother. We sold into slavery. We planned to kill. And Joseph said, you meant it for evil, but God turned it for good, to preserve posterity. That I am not favored for me, nor am I blessed for me. It is about you. And until you come to the place in this life and in this walk, that you realize that whether it is power, it is a voice, a talent, a skill, a gift, whatever it is, until you realize that it was never meant for you, but it was given to you for the benefit of others and for the work of God, you are a disappointment to God and to heaven. You are a disappointment to history, and history will not treat you kindly. Exodus 23, 25 to 26.
And you shall serve the Lord your God, and he shall bless thy bread and thy water.
You see the condition here? There is a condition for staying in Goshen. He said, you will serve your Lord, the Lord your God, if you will serve me, said the Lord. He said, I will bless your water. I will bless your bread. I will take sickness away from the midst of you. I'm telling you. Who is your master? Hey! Tulakutu vadan. Akandalawa sundu vahasis. Leitu kabahalus. Wilaitu kuwahandi asaya. Masindu kavan de kuntu fuliki andu sataya. That we may come to ourselves and wake up from our deception and arrogance and pride to realize that there is a day of reckoning. And ladies and gentlemen, that day will come. The day you can't breathe anymore. And nothing you fight over and you possess and you have, when you check out from this body, whether you spend your eternity with Jesus or somewhere else, has everything to do with what you did with God when you had life. And your place in history and eternity has everything to do with what you did, with what was given to you when you were here in this world and alive.
There shall nothing cast thee young, nor be barren in thy land. The number of thy days I will fulfill.
God said, you will not fulfill it, but I will fulfill the numbers of your days. He said, I will see to it that I satisfy you with long life. Ladies and gentlemen, your longevity, how long you live, has everything to do with your usefulness and value to God's purpose, to God's agenda, and to God's business, and to God's church on earth. It has nothing to do with how successful you want to be in life. I ask people all the time, why do you want to be great? Why do you want to have money? Why do you want to be successful? And I listen to their answer, and I know that they've missed it and they are lost.